Good evening, students. Hello, and welcome to another session of YouTube learning videos where we are going to talk about some important topics of tourism academics. In today's session, we are going to talk about few important topics of your academic prospects. So, without any delay, let us start our discussion. In this session today, we will be able to talk about an important academic theory that is called travel motivation theory or motivation theory for travel purposes. This particular theory is to be considered as an important academic theory, which is basically an interpretation of need hierarchy of travel motivation provided by Abraham Maslow in the 1943. Friends, this discussion will be generalized by using PPT, which is already been provided by me to you on my SlideShare account and which I am using here for our learning purpose. So, without any delay, let us move to the PPT. With this PPT presentation, we are going to talk about Maslow's hierarchy of travel need theory or traveler's need. In this particular theory, we will understand the pyramid of the human needs or traveler's need in the shape of his or her primary, secondary, or tertiary needs. Friends, as we are aware of, any human being or every human being as a traveler also is always in the need of certain physiological or physiosociological needs. Further to that, he or she is in need of safety kind, then the parameter will be considered up to love and belongingness and esteem of the individual, followed by self-actualization needs of the human being. So all these needs are to be understood by the name of certain necessity, as human being is always in need of the physio-sociological needs like food, shelter, and other needs of physical nature by the name of survival for his body. So these are certain bodily needs. As a traveler, one is looking for the same. Further, he or she is moving towards the secondary needs from the travel destination may be related to the safety. Safety can be categorized into different parameters. One is the safety related to body, safety related to individuals aspect of their own body in terms of safety of body, family, health, etc. So as a traveler is always in need of the, the safety kind of needs which are to be established by the name of his or her interpretation of security of body, body being employed this way where he or she can be resourced with the mortality and the other safety need related to traveler for his body, for his family and his health and along with the property. Further to this particular need interpretation, love and belongingness is a criteria by which we are abide with. Every human being is in search of love and belongingness. Where he founds this type of need, he have got the reflection of the travel into it. Further to that, the esteem needs are coming, which is related to self confidence, achievement, respect of others, and respect by the others. Self actualization is the tertiary need of the mankind, where the actualization of the reality in terms of mortality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice aspects are all about. If I could talk about as a traveler, I could state that any traveler's need of different reputation may be called self-actualizations are to be understood any phenomena by actualizing oneself's satisfaction, or the self-actualization is to actualize certain phenomena by willing to travel somewhere. So this is what this pyramid is all about. Since it's a pyramid based need hierarchy theory, so this can be understood in two ways. The pyramid of five level represent human needs, which Maslow's further grouped into two as deficiency need and the growth need. Students, here as I'm talking about the growth need and deficiency need, they need to be understand one need of a humankind, human being always relates to the deficiency related aspects where certain deficiencies to be uh, resolved, and on the contrary there are certain needs which are growth related. Deficiency needs are related to physiosociological needs, while growth needs are related to the psychological needs of the human being. Let us discuss this particular discussion in the aspect of hierarchy. If we talk about physio-sociological needs, everyone is in need of the breath, water, eating, or anything or everything is bodily requirement. Further to its safety of the individuals and individuals' family, or the safety of the body. Further to safety and security of the individuals, baggage, etc. Love and belongingness, anything or everything what he belongs to the visit. Therefore, the visit is being conducted, and after that, his esteem can be respected, can be taken care by that particular need, can be talked about. Further to that, anything or everything as an experienced traveler, as an outcome of that travel visit, actualization of certain things which are related to self-actualization. So these are physiological needs, safety, love and belongingness, esteem, and actualization. So this theory is the travel motivation theory related to the need of a traveler, interpreted by one of the important scholar called Abraham Maslow in the year of 1943. So this theory been interpreted by me, and as I have already given you an idea that this particular discussion is in the quest of the discussion of through my is through this particular discussion is taken through my own SlideShare account, which I have already shared with you, and you can follow a multiple content of tourism in my SlideShare account, which is like that. I'm going to share the same and going to talk about certain other important topics. So here is my SlideShare account. You may found me at SlideShare www.2.slideshare.net/Amit IITTGWLs, and whatever the content it is, I am going to share. So today I'm also going to share an important topic followed by this particular interpretation. I am now going to talk about the tourist area life cycle model. This model is provided by Butler's curve in 1980. Tourist area life cycle is any area's life cycle phase, which is also been called as Butler's curve. Tourist area life cycle have got certain phases followed by exploration, involvement, development, consolidation, stagnation, and decline. Further to decline, we will think about the rejuvenation, and anything which can be rejuvenated can considered for the upgradation of the particular destination, by which we can justify the generalization of that particular destination by reviving the same. So let us have this curve. Butler's curve 1980 and 1980s states about exploration. Exploration has been explained by the characteristics of small number of tourists, adventurous, new places have been identified, attracted by some unique features, new tourist facilities, reliance on local facilities, high level of contacts between tourists and host, small impact on host community. So these are this exploration phase statistics. These are the facts which are related to the exploration phase of any destination. Further after that, It is the involvement in phase, which states like local residents begin to provide facilities to tourists. Then they have got high degree of contact between tourists and locals, and then local may start to change usage pattern of accommodate tourists. Further to that, pressure on local governments to provide more and better facilities for the tourists. So, this particular phase called involvement states many of us about the local residents can have got the providing the facilities to the tourists by which they have got the contact between each other, that is called host and guest, and then local may start change useful patterns to accommodate tourists, by which they can have got some benefits for theirs. So pressure on local government to provide more and better facilities for the tourists. So this is what the core idea related to particular discussion. Let us move further and then talk about the new further stage, that is called development. Development is a phase where anything or everything in terms of market comes up. So well-defined tourism market comes through, where tourist generating areas to areas people called tourists came through. Tourist related to destination through local control and facilities and development of tourism starts to decline. International organizations like routes, holiday inns, physical natures of resorts can come up. Number of tourists appropriates, local population takes notice to and can start see negative impacts. Type of tourist, mainstream and conservative. By the name of this particular development here on this slide share, I meant to state that the development phase, the tourism have been shapen up and it is shaped like in a market, and further to that the development starts to decline because the development in terms of local control is getting down, because now the role of the government and the marketers comes into the existence. So number of tourist approaches to the local population is getting lesser, and it may see the negative impacts in the market in terms of locals. So tourism can be changed. Further to that, consolidation states talks about rate of increase of tourist arrival starts to decline. So the people those are coming to the visit the destination, they are getting gradually slow down. Number of tourists are now exceed local population. Population is lesser and tourists are greater in number. And after that, marketing and promotion well developed. Market is almost saturated. Therefore, new development building shows is getting slow down. And further to that, as an outcome, growing discontent among host population. So this is what the major attribution of irritation in this particular phase called consolidation. After consolidation, according to Butler, stagnation comes up. Stagnation states that peak number of visitors have been reached. Now there will be no peak, rather the decrease. Environmental, social, and economic problems started. Erosion, local business, soul dissatisfaction in local, etc. Area is not as popular as a tourist because now it is getting saturated. Original features which attract tourists is now getting degraded, so attraction is getting lesser in this particular phase. Further to that, there are two things to be talked about. Maybe immediate decline, because if we are not further looking for the development of the destination's life, so it is definitely getting immediate decline. If not, decline will be slower. That is up to the nature of the destination. Immediate decline and abrupt that of the resort or place. Decline, a more gradual decline, which where number of visitors gradually tapered off. Infrastructure changes slowly demolishes and local population begin to buy tourist facilities because it's affordable. Last but not the least, there is stabilization after a processing of getting some injective effects which reduced the ground of preparation, which is reducing the growth, and this can rejuvenate. This can rejuvenate the destination like anything, because the rejuvenation as an aspect by which the area can be rejuvenated. So stabilization, growth, reduced growth and rejuvenation are three steps by which the destination can be relocated or redrafted, by which one can have the further age into it. Stabilization, the area stabilizes and changes are very little over. Reduced growth, that meant for the area continues to growth but they reduces rate of growth. Rejuvenation can take place in two ways: building new attractions, taking advantage of previously untapped resources. Strong government and corporation involvement is also to be talked about. So this is what the discussion that we are into the quest of talking to some of the important topic. Let us also talk about few more. So in the quest of this particular discussion, let us talk about the typology of tourists. Typology of tourists have been derived by the social scientist Cohen in 1972. He had classified tourists into four categories. These categories are organized mass tourist, the individual mass tourist, the explorer, and the drifter. As far as the typological classification by of tourists confined by Cohen in 1972 was originally four major types, which we have discussed already. That is the organized mass tourist or traveler, the individual mass tourist or traveler, the explorer, and the drifter. Further to that, the different other categorizations added by different scholars further to Cohen, and along with Cohen, they have categorized the numerous typologies of the tourists. So let us talk about those four important categorizations. First is the organized mass tourist. Organized mass tourists are those who travel in group with a fixed travel itinerary and prefer to visit places which are familiar. Further, they are beaten track traveler with common interest. They have got certain commonality in terms of interest, so that they are synchronizing the part of the group and they synchronizes with the other members of group. Group inclusive tours called GIT usually take care of the group's tour activity. Further to it, the individual mass tourist. The individual mass tourists prefer a flexible travel itinerary that usually gives them more freedom to visit places and adopt for services to suit their personal needs. They are typically called free independent travelers, that is FITs. For example, affluent Western tourists with the main purpose of exclusivity prefer to have a car at their disposal. So this is what the individual mass tourist type. Further to it, the explorer are also called backpackers, tends to explore new places in search of novelty and authentic experiences. The travel behavior of the explorer is so unique that their primary motive is to meet the local community to learn several cultural attributes. So as an explorer, someone who is ready to have got an experience in terms of certain things which are novel and authentic experiences. Here, novelty and authentic experience are two key things that to be talked about. Further to it, the last one, according to Cohen, that is the drifter. The drifters get associated with the lifestyle of local community and prefer to be a part of community. Like the explorer, there is no organized travel plan. Most of the travel decisions in terms of destination selection and place of stay are whimsical in nature. Cohen in 1979 classified tourists on the basis of the type of travel experience. They classified them are recreational, diversionary, experiential, experimental, and existential tourists. So these are the basic prime types of the Cohen's classification of tourists. One more thing which I would like to state, students, that if you are talking about tourist typology, the most important tourist typology has been provided by Cohen in 1972, and further to it, 1979, he had classified or brought in this particular classification along with certain other scholars. So in any exam which is of objective nature, the examiner could ask you this type of questions also. So be aware about this particular type of discussion in the So, as per our discussion, we have to talk about certain important topics which we have already talked about. So, in this particular succession of the discussion of the topics, we're going to take one more topic that is called components of tourism. So, this particular discussion is being taken through by using my SlideShare account. Again, I'm using the same which I have already provided to the students, by which many of the students are being benefited. So I'm going to share the screen of my presentation, and I'm going to use that SlideShare account of mine. The SlideShare account of mine is www.slideshare www.w2.slideshare.net/Amit IATTM Gwalior / whatever the content is. There are numerous content available, so you can get to it. So I'm going to talk about component of tourism. On to the note of this, component of tourism is already been talked about. The 5 or 6 A's, they are mainly A for attraction or tourism patrimony, which is basically man-made, natural or hybrid in nature. Anything or everything which is natural, hybrid or man-made as the scenic attraction or called attraction as a component. Further to it, the component of tourism relates in terms of the accessibility in terms of something as a place of it we wish to travel through, and this particular traveling can be confined by the use of the source may be called the accessibility to surface, water, air or space, by which we can travel to one distinct place to the another. Okay, so let us move about component 3, that is called accommodation. Accommodation is to be understood any component which provides the shelter aspect to the traveler, which is to be further divided into organized and unorganized sector. Further to it, we can talk about organized sectors like hotels, heritage, luxury, guest house or boat house, resort, spas, etc. Unorganized sector may be considered as the paying guests, charitable organizations, and others. Further components of tourism may be considered by the name of amenities. Amenities can be of different reputation, medical or legal or paralegal or others. Further to amenities, there are activities to be talked about. As you can see, activities are of different reputation, passive or active, adventurous, and further and so on. After the activity, we will talk about another important aspect of tourism component, that is available package. Whatever the package that is available to the travelers psychology, travelers motivation related theories, travelers need, and classification of travelers. Further to that, the component of tourism that we have discussed here. So I wish, thank you